Welcome to the Social University Podcast. We are so glad you're joining us today because we want to help business owners, entrepreneurs, and people just like you who want to build their business online. Listen, if we can do it, you can do it. So let's go.
Good morning. I'm Karen Terradas with Social U, and it is time for What's Up Wednesday, where we come to you live every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Central to talk to you about social media tips, tricks, and trends. And all this month, we're going to talk about things that we love. Today, we're going to talk about local businesses we love. Next week, I'm going to talk to you about what our team loves, including staff favorites for apps, products, work habits, office spaces, the whole thing. The 15th, we're going to talk about why we love funnels. And the last week of the month, we are going to talk about websites to love, elements that every website needs to generate leads and make sales. So let's go ahead and get started today. I like to do this once a year where we talk about local businesses because I'm all about local businesses. The only thing that makes local better is when it's female owned. So yeah, let's talk about local businesses. And I've broken it into 4 categories. The first category is food. So let's do this. First and foremost, if you live in the Birmingham area and you have not been to Ashley Mack's, I have to ask you what you're doing with your life because it's just a Birmingham staple. It tends to be a little bit more female oriented, but the food is amazing. They've got some of the best chicken salad ever, and their strawberry cupcakes are to die for. So if you haven't been, check it out. One of my second favorites, and we discussed this in our team, and this is what we came up with. One of our second favorites is Cookie Fix. It is a huge motivator here. Seriously, like we will send Cookie Fix pictures back and forth group chat. It beats crumble hands down all day, every day. I'm here for it. If you haven't tried Cookie Fix, I highly recommend it. Bluff Park Ice Cream Shop, which if you did not know, the first Saturday in every February is Ice Cream for Breakfast Day. So Bluff Park Ice Cream, of course, is going to have Ice Cream for Breakfast Day. They're going to be having their big event this Saturday from 8 to noon. If you're interested in ice cream for breakfast, you should definitely stop by. They have some of the best flavors you'll ever try. Naughty But Nice Kettle Corn. Again, it's a staff favorite. When I try to include it in gifts for them every single year, and it's one of the first things that goes because people love it. And if you haven't tried her cocoa flavor, highly recommend. Tea and Time is a local hot tea distributor. She makes some of the best flavors ever. I love hot tea. I drink hot tea constantly. I'm not a coffee drinker. And my favorite flavor on the planet has got to be sugar cookie that she does at Christmas, and blackberry. I love them. Seriously. And it's a whole experience when you purchase from her. The box is beautiful. The wrapping is beautiful. It's beautiful. So yes, if you're a tea drinker, I do recommend it. And our last on food and drink list is Cat and Bird Winery. They are a local winery. They sell all the things from cab to white to sparkling like a champagne. And if you're not sure about what you like or you need to make some decisions, they do tastings every Saturday where you can make a reservation and go in and try some different things and see what you like. Okay, and you guys, if I missed one of your own personal favorites, please feel free to leave it in the comments. I'm very interested to find out what you guys like too. I'm always looking for new insights for local. Okay, next on our list, we go from food to retail. I only have 2 retailers on here this year. Of course, if you've been with us for more than 5 minutes, I love Alabama Goods. They are my favorite retailer. They only carry Alabama-made products by Alabama artisans, which I love. You can get some of the coolest stuff, including Earthborn Pottery, which should actually be on this list also. They a local pottery place. Her store is out of Leeds. Amazing. Her work is gorgeous. If you haven't had a chance to take a look at it, please do. In Dragon Glass, that's my new favorite thing this year. Also available at Alabama Goods, also local. It's beautiful. They are the largest pottery dealer in Alabama. Alabama Goods is. They have the biggest selection. If you haven't been in there, you need to. The second is Sojourn's Fair Trade. It is a no sweatshop labor, no child labor, and no forced labor business. All the artisans are paid a fair living wage for their work, and they work in safe conditions. They have over 400 artisan cooperatives in 60 countries. 60% are women. Many of those women have been liberated or protected from sex trafficking. So your purchase really makes a huge difference for them. They are a local Alabama, Birmingham in particular, staple. So if you haven't had an opportunity to check out Sojourns, they have some really interesting, very unique things, very unique artwork. Okay, our third category today is service. And I have a kind of an interesting mix on here. So first and foremost is our web guy. If you're not happy with who's hosting your website, if you want to convert your website, if you're interested in any kind of website magic, he is the one. His name is Ben, and his company is WP Site Mason. Highly recommend him. He, of course, hosts our website whenever we work on a website, and he's the one who does it. He just does amazing work, truly. Second on our list is Miss Annie's Home Kitchen. She shows you all the cool recipes. I recently got her holiday cookbook, which is the coolest thing ever. It's got a picture of every single recipe and a QR code. So when you scan the QR code, it takes you to a video that shows you how she does it. It just doesn't get cooler than that. I don't even want to waste my time on a cookbook that doesn't have pictures, but this cookbook has pictures and video. That's amazing to me. Third on our list for services is Any Reason to Plan, who is a local event planner and does some great wedding work and corporate work too. Prop House Designs is, again, one of my favorite locals. She is, the other half of that business is Hot House Designs. She does some of the most gorgeous florals you've ever seen, Mandy. But Prop House is very unique. If you're having a party or a photo shoot or wedding and you want a big giant letter H, they've got it. If you need a fountain, they've got it. If you need a 8-foot velvet sofa for a show, they got it. We have the last show we were in, we of course used purple and orange, which they have, of course they have, because they have everything. And they have rugs and throw pillows and just anything you could possibly need for an event. GoPro is another local favorite. They are part of the Bridge Street Gallery, is part of that company as well, which is an awesome venue, local venue that you can use for corporate events or weddings. But GoPro is a professional corporate planner. If you have a big event like a City Stages or I'm trying to think of another really cool big event, the Sidewalk Film Festival. It's not elves behind the scenes doing that. That's Jennifer and her team at GoPro that make that happen. So if it's huge, if you've got over 1,000 participants and it seems to go off like magic seamlessly, I promise you it's GoPro behind the scenes doing that. And then one of my personal favorites is Shipped. It is a local business. It was started locally. I'm all about groceries delivered to your door. Seriously, why would you go to the grocery store ever again? Madison said, oh yeah, 100%. We any excuse to go to Cookie Fix. And if you haven't seen the Valentine's flavors, you really need to, because they look amazing. Becky says 2 restaurants. Oh, Fish Market Surin. Surin. I love Surin. Again, local, again, amazing, a huge team favorite. This team of left to their own devices, or any kind of company party, that's where we go, is Surin. It's everybody's favorite. Okay. So now that we've gone through food and retail and service, let's talk about community. And I've got 3 community. And when I say community, I mean nonprofits. First and foremost is Momentum. Momentum Leadership is a leadership development program for executive and early career women. I am an alumni of Momentum. I've been through the program. I've never experienced anything better. It's amazing, super supportive, great network of professional businesswomen to help you move forward in your career. They also have a junior version for early people in their early career. Junior is probably not the right word, early career. And early to me is 30s. So women who are starting out, they've been in their profession for several years, but they want to move forward. It's amazing. They have webinars and seminars. There's a breakfast in March. They just did a massive luminary project where they recognize women who with lifetime achievement awards. It's amazing. And the CEO, if you're not familiar with her, you haven't met her, April Benetolo, amazing. And she knows everybody. It's just one of the best things I've done for my professional career is be involved with Momentum. Second on our list is Lakeshore Foundation. It promotes independence for persons with physically disabling conditions. People come from all over the world for the Lakeshore Foundation, just like they come from all over the world to experience the Kirkland Center or UAB. Again, if you are physically disabled, they have some of the best facilities available. And last on our list, and one of my personal favorites, is Safe House of Shelby County. They empower survivors of domestic abuse and sexual violence. It is a nonprofit, United Way organization that provides critical domestic and sexual violence response, prevention, and intervention programs for the communities of Shelby County, Chilton, Central Alabama. It's free and confidential services for anyone who might need assistance for any individual or survivor who needs help. It's a great facility. It is a great organization. My team is getting more involved with them this year to see how we can help. If you haven't had the opportunity to check them out, I highly recommend it. Abuse is no joke. And a lot of times I have heard very flippantly said, oh, just if you're abused, just leave. Okay. A lot of physical and mental abuse includes financial abuse, which makes it very difficult for victims to just, pack their bag and walk out the door. Aside from the abuser, it plays a huge role. And I don't think enough people realize what a big role that is. So yeah, if you are having any kind of negative experience, if you know someone who is being abused or a survivor, there's help available through Safe House. It's an amazing organization, and they can help you with an intervention or prevention. So if that's something that you're interested in or want to support, check out their website. I believe it's safehouse.org, but again, highly recommend it. That is it for What We Love list this week for local businesses. Next week, we're going to be back with things that our entire team loves, including programs and apps, and everybody's got their own favorites. So there's some crossover. I think the entire team loves Canva, but not everybody loves. I can think of a good example, Photoshop. Let's just say that. So yes, we're going to be back next week with some really cool apps for you guys. If you have any questions or you want to add anything, please feel free to leave a comment. And until next week, I am Karen Taradas with Social U, and I'm here to help. Thanks.
Thanks for joining us for the Social University podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media at Stay Social U. That's the letter U. And we will talk to you next week. Remember, you've got this.